The Morning Show with Ken and Friends on 94.9 WSJM.
And good morning. Welcome back to the WSJM Morning Show for a Tuesday. I'm Ken Lundberg and fortunate enough to be joined by Zach East. Good morning, Zach.
What an honor, Ken.
I'm so fortunate. No, at this time every week we check in with Zach East. He's the Director of Sustainability at the United Way of Southwest Michigan. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thanks for allowing me in the studio, not locking me out.
Absolutely. There's no lock on the door. You know this.
You're right. That should change probably for people like me.
Let's talk a little bit about what you want to talk about this week.
So we're continuing, of course, our March Reading Month promotion with our friends at Honor Credit Union to help sustain Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. Yeah. Dolly Parton's Imagination Library is a program that is regional. It's national in nature, but different regions have different supporting entities. And there are a lot of United Ways across the country that support Dolly Parton's Imagination Library, but there are also some libraries themselves, some school districts who also support it. Yeah. It's just a myriad of different organizations throughout the country, but right here regionally in Berrien, Cass, and Van Buren County, United Way of Southwest Michigan anchors the program. And just as a reminder, this is a great program that gives students of any income any opportunity to get a book per month for 5 years. That's a lot of books.
Yeah, it really is. And I can say, as somebody who has taken part in the program, I signed my child up for it, and they received free of charge those books every so often. And it was a great experience, a great way, a great excuse to just enjoy reading with my young ones.
Yeah, and Dolly and the Dollywood Foundation put together all the titles that get sent out. They do all the deals with the publishers so that effectively our cost at United Way of Southwest Michigan to run this program is about $35 per year per child. Yeah. We don't pass that cost out onto the parents at all.
Nope.
In fact, Dolly completely explicitly tells us we're not allowed to charge to sign up people to the program.
I love that.
So because of that, we got to make sure that the funding exists there and that there aren't any gaps. And at the moment, there are gaps.
Okay.
So we've had about $185,000 is the dollar amount that we come up with per year in order to support the current enrollment of students, which is over 5,000 of them throughout Berrien, Cass, and Van Buren County. We want to open up and, of course, sign new students up for the program. So in order to get there, we need to sustain this to at least $250,000 a year. So $250,000. That is, of course, pretty hefty.
Yeah.
But Southwest Michigan always steps up to help every time we ask. So that's part of why I'm here is to, of course, ask for that. But find an easy way to help you be a part of this great opportunity to help Dolly Parton's Imagination Library by rewarding you with food.
Food?
Yes.
Food is a reward. You got me.
Exactly. So tonight at Zoop in downtown St. Joe, which is now called Z Eats.
Yep.
They'll be doing a give back night from 3 until 7 p.m. And what that means is if you stop by, you get any part of anything, even if you just buy a soft drink. If you say, hey, I'm here for Dolly Parton's Imagination Library or I'm here to donate for United Way, they will take 25% of your purchase and donate it to Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. Obviously, I will take more if you would like to. I will be there.
Yes, sir. I will take more.
Nicely. But if you would very simply like to have a great meal, whether that's a salad, great sandwiches, they have grain bowls if you're a health food nut like you and I.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, amazing soup varieties.
Yeah.
Then tonight is your night. So
over the weekend, I had the lobster bisque.
Oh, wow.
From Z Eats, and it was so good. And I forgot how good the bread was, especially for dunking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
They also warm it up whenever you order, so it's always nice and toasty. Oh, yeah. I have this feeling that even though I'm going to be there for several hours tonight, I'm probably going to have 2 dinners.
Why not?
Yeah. I'll not eat lunch. I'm sure my doctor will appreciate that.
And it's for a great cause, the Dolly Parton's Imagination Library.
That's right. So 3 to 7 tonight at Zoop in downtown St. Joe, which is now called Z Eats. And again, pretty much anything that any family member in your family could want is at Z Eats. So even if you stop by and you have no idea what's on the menu, just take a look. There's plenty there. And again, 25% if you mention United Way or Dolly Parton will go from your purchase to Dolly Parton's Imagination Library locally.
Do you want to talk about how you're doing so far?
Yes, thank you. So we are actually over $5,000 of our $50,000 goal. I know that as we go throughout the weeks here, that United Way or that the community will continue to step up and help us get where we need to get. And just know that part of the reason why we ask for $50,000 is because that is truly part of where the actual dollar amount gap is. But we want to make sure that to those that are out there who also maybe could think beyond just a couple of $100 donation. If you're somebody who's got, some sort of something that you want to actually donate, and turn it into cash, we have that ability too, like, sustained planning for end of life. We've got all those kinds of different options. But if you also have an endowment fund, a foundation that you have, or maybe just a set of money that you set aside for cool projects, Sharon Pulfus and I would love to talk to you about how we can help get this program sustained in your name. Because we have some great sponsors who help us get there and a lot of foundations who have helped us. Silver Beach Pizza, Gas Manufacturing, and our friends at Michigan Works, Bering, Cass, and Van Buren help sponsor this program to make sure it happens. But we've got over 10 other organizations and foundations who have helped make it happen over the years. And they're continuing to help us with that sustaining portion of the dollars that need to be there to help those students. So they're really getting us to about the 50 to 60% funded, part of the way. We need to get some more funds to get the rest in.
And the reason it's so important is because, the statistics, and if you want more information, just go to the website, uwsm.org, and just look for the Dolly Parton Imagination Library website. But the page says it right there, black and white. According to the Michigan Department of Education, 56% of third graders 56% of third graders in Berrien, Cass, and Van Buren counties are not reading proficiently.
And sorry, Ken, do you know where that statistic is actually ticked up, unfortunately? Because I didn't actually think about it. I unfortunately don't have kids, but I was just trying to figure out, we've done all these things over the years to really help students with their reading proficiency. I had no idea that the at least research across the country points to the amount of screen time that kids at that age are getting at an early age, when you typically put, and any parent knows this, you put an iPad in front of them at an early age to kind of keep them quiet.
It's a pacifier.
It is a bit. But unfortunately, it sticks with them to the point where it's the replacement for the book. So that's where, we are, of course, huge advocates of making sure, kids can still get great screen time because they do learn a lot from the children's shows that they watch. But reading it can't be replaced. It really can't. And
it's right there in the title as well, the Imagination Library.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't think you and I would be in the medium that we're in, with the work that I do part-time here and you full-time, without the imagination that we had to develop as a kid to imagine ourselves doing radio.
Exactly right. Theater of the mind. It's all right there. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Zach East. He's the Director of Sustainability for United Way of Southwest Michigan. Again, for more information or to donate or to get to that event.
Yes, uwsm.org. And tonight at Zoop from 3 until 7, you can join us.
All right. Thanks, Zach.
Thank you, Ken.